First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah, spread it across the four corners of the planet Earth. Those of the hopeful elect who diligently teach this word in truth and in sincerity. Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well. All right. Um, sometimes I don't have titles for some of these lessons, but every time it's my lunch break, I should just call it a scriptural lunch break or something. I don't know. But anyway, here it is. All right. Nick Cannon refuses to bow down with apology for anti-Semitism, whatever that is. Says he can't be responsible for everything that Farrakhan says. Lewis, that is. All right. And so, I like to applaud this brother. All right, because hey man, he said he's not about to bow down with an apology. All right, let's look into this article and see exactly what he should be bowing down for. Okay, because let's go into the article. Okay, it's by Shireen Jermezian. All right. Okay. Says U.S. media personality Nick Cannon is refusing to apologize for promoting Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan and sharing a video that included anti-Semitic rhetoric. Now, let me say this. Louis Farrakhan, just to start off, okay, and just to start this off, Louis Farrakhan, all right, he doesn't need Nick Cannon to promote him. All right, Farrakhan has been around since before me or Nick Cannon was ever born, man. Okay, doing what he's doing. All right. So this man cannot promote Nick Louis Farrakhan. All right. After facing backlash from the Jewish community. Okay. The 39-year-old host of Fox's The Masked Singer recently shared on YouTube an interview he conducted last year with rapper Richard Professor Griffin for Cannon's podcast, Cannon's Class. All right, and this guy, Professor Griff, was with Public Enemy. All right, which they said he made, and me, hey, Public Enemy was, one of my favorite rap groups as a child. All right, sneak and listen to Public Enemy, Too Short. All right, hey, that was me, man. Wait for everybody to be gone, man, and I was listening to that, man. All right, Too Short, Public Enemy, LL. Anyway, made several remarks against Jews and outlined an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory about black Africans being the real Jews. Okay? Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, just from that. Now the scripture says they are wiser than Daniel. Okay, and it's talking about Esau, Edom. All right, it says thou art wiser than Daniel. All right, that's talking about Esau, Edom. All right, or the so-called white people today. All right, who are really red. All right. Um, to say that uh, so-called okay, because there, in order for a Jewish person to make that type of statement, do you understand what? Listen to this statement again. Made several remarks against Jews and outlined, okay, an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, okay, an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory about black Africans being the real. So, if you say that a black African is a Jew, that is anti-Semitic and automatically a conspiracy theory, because guess what? These people must know who everybody on the planet Earth is, according to the scriptures. They know. Going back to, so it says, thou art wiser than Daniel. So they know, okay, what every nation on the planet Earth is. Okay? Yet and still they repeat, in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. All right? In order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. And so, calling so-called African Americans black Africans, they should be wiser than that, shouldn't they? They should be able to tell you where each one of these so-called Africans, what country they came from, which they know they can. Okay, they were, digging deep and searching. You find out that these so-called Jewish people sold slaves. All right. Not only did they insure, have insurance policies on slave ships, they owned slave ships. They participated in slavery of the so-called Negroes. All right. You had a time, they, and I don't remember where I remember what I'm about to say came from, but I'm sure I can find it. It said that the so-called Jews, to show you that they had a hand in it, that they wouldn't allow for slaves to be sold on their Sabbath days. All right. They also had synagogues, and this was during the time of slavery. Okay. And so here it is. You have Israel, which is the northern part of Africa. Okay? But yet, they would tell you or try to try to tell you or force down your throat, just because Israel is a part of Africa, all right, doesn't mean that there were black Africans in it. So that's as racist as it can get. Now, if you saw my previous videos, I brought out newspaper articles showing you how, you know, these people who call themselves Jews in Europe, back as far as 1896, were trying to find a homeland. And one of the places that they tried to find a homeland at was Eastern Africa. That was the first place, which then, after, the war, okay, they established or colonized what is modernly called Palestine. Okay, and by influence of the Balfour Declaration. Now, before this Balfour Declaration was signed, um, which I outlined on my previous videos. You just have to go back and watch the videos because this is ended already 11 minutes. But and I'm just just talking right now. In Europe, the Russians were trying to get rid of these uh, Turkish people. These Edomites, because they were draining them of their sources, so they resources. So they were trying to get them out of Russia, and they were putting them into different countries, and so they were desperately looking for homelands. Many of the photos and pictures that you see of these so-called concentration camps were actually camps that were in Russia. Okay, while you have this football NFL player named Edelman, all right, who took this coward, all right, and I'm going to call him a coward. I'm going to stand on it, all right, Jackson, all right, because he's supposed to be a warrior, all right. Now Nick Cannon, whatever his, I don't know if, I don't, he made a stand, man. Okay, he made a stand. But a warrior like Deshaun Jackson, you didn't make a stand, man. This guy Edelman took you somewhere, okay, and which that shows that Jake, you don't even know about your own or even care about your own history, man. Because before you could take me anywhere in Germany, I'd like to take you down to where my family is from, down in Vicksburg, down in Jackson. I mean, Salakia, Natchez. All right, to a place called the Devil's Punch Bowl. All right, and matter of fact, hold on. Let me revisit that real quick. Okay, because this guy Edelman wanted to take Deshaun Jackson, all right, to a damn Holocaust museum, and as those news and as I just said, and as those newspaper articles, okay, from the Sun, okay, in the 1890s, 1900s, earlier part, showed you how the Russians were outing and getting rid of all of these Jewish people that were calling themselves Jewish people out of their country, all right, and with exiling these people. And due to that fact of them exiling these people had certain illnesses that were taking place because they were not eating. And so many of the pictures that you see, they attribute to World War II and the Germans. All right. But here's the real Holocaust. Here's parts. Okay, just a small story, man. Deshaun Jackson and people, anyone, before, you know, you know, just, just like when I make these videos, you know what I'm saying? It's, pretty much, just another, just another day, man. All right? Same bullshit. Just another day, man. All right? Same fight, different round, man. All right? So that's what we're going to start saying. Same fight, different round. Okay? This is just another round, man. Okay? They take our videos down. But let me stop about all of that. All right? This says, never forget the Devil's Punch Bowl. 20,000 freed. Now, these are free men. Free. But there's no such thing as free men here. Okay? In the U.S. of A. There's no such thing as free men if you're an Israelite. Okay? Now, wonder, had it not been for Frederick Douglass letting us know that, it was against the law, man. Punishable by death or severe beating if one of you Israelites were caught reading and learning how to read. Okay? Up until a certain point to where they had beaten your heritage up out of you and had made a smooth transition into them being you. Never forget the Devil's Punch Bowl. 20,000 freed slaves died after being forced into post-slavery concentration camp. Okay? Now, if you're wondering where the conspiracy theories come from, look no further to all of the stories and all the atrocities that were taking place to the real Jews here in America that were being published in newspapers, being attributed to other people. Okay? During the time period. Now this is actual fact. Okay? And the actual fact during that time period, during the later part of the 1800s and early 1900s, was the fact that the people who are calling themselves Jews were being exiled and kicked out of many countries across of Europe. Okay? History has always made concentration camps to be synonymous with atrocities of Nazi Germany. Now, this is the spirit. Okay? Because they're telling the truth within the truth, man. All right? Uncovering the truth within the truth. Now, I had never brung up this page before, man. But how did the assertion that I just made, if it was a conspiracy theory, match this exactly? History has always made concentration camps to be synonymous with atrocities of Nazi Germany. But America has its own dirty secrets about the use of concentration camps. These camps were located in Natchez, Mississippi, and were used to corral freed slaves during and after the American Civil War. As slaves, okay, because that's the nationality, slaves, black, African American. See, you see how you get caught up in the cosmic slop. Your heritage goes away, okay, and they assume your heritage. All right. Now you could go back and you could read this, all right, if you're serious, right? It's a real incident, like I said, in the city of my grandparents, all right. So you could go back and you could read this. I'm going to go into back to Nick Cannon.